Hello everyone, here to let you know what happened on the 2023 WWE Royal Rumble, one of my favorite pay-per-views of the year besides Elimination Chamber, Money in the Bank, and WrestleMania. It is definitely the Royal Rumble is number one. I was hoping to be watching my good friends Chris Gocher, Joe D. Graves, Daniel, but this Royal Rumble this year landed on a Saturday, not a Sunday. And where I work, and where I work at was inventory. Yeah, probably all have done inventory before. It's a pain in the ass. This year we decided we're going to count at 12 o'clock at noon hour until we were done. And it's the first time ever I've worked where I worked at. We have counted inventory during the day with the store open. Usually we wait until 5 o'clock, close the store, and then start counting. So we started counting during the day thinking, hey, we'll get done quicker. It wasn't going to be the case because we keep getting sidetracked by customers. We kept losing our spaces in the aisles, which we knew was going to happen, bound to happen. The scanners can only hold so much data at a time before you have to stop and then download the data so you can start fresh again. And those scanners were made in 1992. Those things are like freaking like extinct, fossil age. And if you broke one of those dang things or dropped it, that's $1,000 that scanner was worth. Can you imagine how much it's worth now? Being that old, according to the person who bought the scanners, they don't even make this type of scanner no more. So hopefully next year, fingers crossed, we get a new advanced type of scanner that can store more data. We have to download it, start over again, can count faster, scan more stuff more accurate. So unfortunately, I did not get a chance to watch the complete Royal Rumble match. When I got home, Alexa Bliss and Bianca Belair just ended. So I watched the rest of the Royal Rumble. Now I was able to watch some more of it this evening of what I missed. I love the Bray Wyatt LA Knight matchup concept because basically they turned the lights off in the arena. The ropes were glow in the dark. LA Knight's trunks were glow in the dark. Bray Wyatt's face paint, body paint was all glow in the dark. That was cool. Even the weapons were glow in the dark. Now I don't know what in the hell that was when the announce table exploded. All this green, like, I don't know what the hell it was, a green paint or something exploded out on the announce table. But what I didn't like about it was a 5-minute match, and Bray Wyatt did one move, Sister Abigail, to win the match. I love Bray Wyatt. I was excited to finally see him wrestle, and I was disappointed. One move wonder, like, come on. Bray Wyatt should have dominated LA Knight. That match should have went on a lot longer than it did. After the match, LA Knight and Bray Wyatt brawled up to the stage area, and Uncle Howdy, which I'm still saying is Bo Dallas, I'm really hoping it is, jumped off the stage and completely missed LA Knight on the platform. If you watch the replays, he completely never touched him. He missed. But they made it act like he hit LA Knight and smashed him through the stuff. That wasn't the case. Uncle Howdy overshot. Alexa Bliss and Bianca Belair faced off for the Raw Women's Championship. I was rooting for Alexa Bliss. She kicked Bianca's ass all match. Like, that flip over knees to the guts. Twice she did that. Alexa Bliss, that signature DDT she does. Twisted Bliss off the top rope. She was just all over Bianca. The Bianca gets up, KOD driver, match over, retains the title. Honestly, that was disappointing. Alexa Bliss should have won the Raw Women's Championship there. She was on fire. But no. Bianca got her ass kicked all match. Then, bam, KOD driver wins the title. I really hope to God she loses that title between now and WrestleMania. I do not want to see her WrestleMania as champion. No, I can't. Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens match for the Universal Championship and WWE Championship. A lot happened. Wow, Kevin Owens was amazing. On fire. Round of applause for Kevin Owens. Like, he was on top of his game. He took it to the Tribal Chief. But Roman Reigns, of course, had some help. Sami Zayn and Paul Heyman at ringside. Referee bump. Roman ended up trying to get Sami to hand him a chair. Sami had trouble finding a steel chair. Of all this time, every WWE match, there's always steel chairs outside the ring and that. But this one match, there's no chairs. He actually had to find one, which took him like 10 minutes to find a steel chair. That was funny. He refused to pass it to Roman Reigns because Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, they have a bond. Okay, they started their careers in Ring of Honor. They wrestled around the world. They're very close friends. They're like brothers. They're not like brothers by blood, but they're brothers. You know what I mean? Because of the history together. There's always that kind of bond between the two of them. So Sammy felt bad for what Roman Reigns was doing to Kevin Owens towards the end of the match, like smashing the back of his head into the steel steps twice, sparing him for the barricade, spared him 2 more times, then pinned him. Then after the match, the Usos came in solo, and they all started beating the shit out of Kevin Owens. And Sami Zayn, you could tell, was like, enough's enough. Like, leave him alone. Like, you made your point. Okay, you're unstoppable. Just let it be. But they kept beating up on Kevin Owens. That poor guy, I don't know how many goddamn super kicks the Usos gave him. But Owens was out. He was done. Then Roman wanted Sammy to smack Owens with the chair. And Sammy finally did the right thing for his friend of all the years and that, growing up with him, wrestling with him, like in high school gyms and all that stuff. He finally stood up to his friend, hit Roman Reigns across the back with a steel chair. Then he looked at the Usos like, I know I'm going to get my ass kicked. Just do it. And just drop the chair. Jimmy super kicked him. Jimmy, Solo, and Roman beat the crap out of Sami Zayn. Now, the interesting thing is Jey Uso was upset, but he wasn't as upset of what Sammy did at first. He was upset what was happening with the beatdown. Because Jey stood up for Sammy, and he loved Sammy basically like a Uso. So Jey left. He's conflicted. He don't know what to do. He left while they beat down Sami Zayn. I think it's going to lead to Jey Uso pretending to be on the side of Sami Zayn. Because the next pay-per-view is at Elimination Chamber at Sami's hometown. They should have Sami Zayn versus Roman for the title. Have Jey be in Sami's corner. Then Jey will cost Sami the match, which will lead up to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to take on the Usos at WrestleMania, which I hope happens. So they can finally win those tag team titles. In the Usos' hostage, take over with the championships, and they can have a really good title run. Owens and Sami can. That's why I think they're leading with this. Or maybe Jey Uso would just leave the bloodline and go with Sami, and him and Owens would take on the bloodline. They could do that as well. Let me know below. Do you think Jey's going to pretend to be Sami's friend that cost him the match of the Chamber if they go that route, or where he actually helped Sami against the bloodline? Let me know below in the comment section what you think of that whole situation. Now into the Royal Rumble matches. Honestly, the last few Royal Rumble matches, I've lacked excitement because going in, you know who's going to win the damn thing, right? Like Batista, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton. Again, 2009, you knew Orton was going to win it. You did not want Orton to win it, but you knew it was going to happen. Like those kind of Royal Rumbles, last few years would be like, well, what's the point of having it if you know who's going to win it? These Royal Rumble matches were action-packed. A lot of stuff happened. I'm happy with the winners. Let's talk about the winners of Royal Rumble. Rhea Ripley entered at number 1. Followed up with Liv Morgan. Dana Brooke entered at number 3. Emma entered her very first ever Royal Rumble match at number 4. Shayna Baszler entered at number 5. Bayley entered number 6. And my 3 picks, Bayley, Shayna, and Rhea Ripley, end up as the first 6 people out. I'm like, damn, they did not get very good draws. D-Fab made her very first Royal Rumble appearance in the match at number 7. And she was the first one eliminated. That was funny. Roxanne Perez, the NXT Women's Champion, made history as her first ever entering the Royal Rumble match at number 8. Dakota Kai and Io Sky drew number 9 and 10. That was cool. Natalya drew number 11. She went right after Shayna Baszler because Shayna Baszler put on the shelf of a broken nose. Candice entered at number 12. Zoe Stark from NXT. I like Zoe Stark. She's growing on me. She drew unlucky number 13. Xia Li drew number 14. Becky Lynch drew number 15. 16 was Tegan Nox. Number 17 was Asuka. And Asuka came out with a new face mask and like face paint. Her face paint kind of reminded me like a porcelain doll. That was cool. Piper Niven returned as goddamn Piper Niven, not this goddamn bullshit dewdrop crap. She came in at number 18 with like the Scottish outfit going on with her old music, and she dominated for quite a while, Piper Niven. And she lasted 33 minutes in that match. She just destroyed people from the get-go. Tamina entered at number 19. Chelsea Green made her return to WWE in her very first Royal Rumble match. At number 20. Chelsea Green is the wife of TNA Impact Zack Ryder. She lasted 5 seconds and she was gone from Rhea Ripley. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Chelsea Green. I've seen her wrestle on TNA. There's no exciting factor with her. Honestly, she's like a doll piece of a crayon. She's got to sharpen her skills up. Zelina Vega entered the number 21 and she dressed up as a Street Fighter Jules. And her and Xia Li had a Street Fighter pose down on the ring apron when they fought each other with a bunch of kick strikes, and then Vega won it with a kick strike. For some goddamn reason, Xia Li decided to spin herself off the apron to the floor. I don't know why she did that. Raquel Gonzalez entered at number 22, and she can know how to do clotheslines. She did some clotheslines, like 4 of them in a row. Way to go, Raquel Gonzalez. You got out of arsenal move and a move set. Mia Yim entered at number 23. Lacey Evans at 24. Michelle McCool, The Undertaker's wife, entered at number 25. She was in the audience with her kids, and then she jumped over the barricade and entered the match. Indy Hartwell from NXT, Dexter Lumis' storyline wife. She made her very first Royal Rumble appearance. Sonya Deville entered at number 27. Chelsea Blackheart was number 28. Nikki Cross was number 29. And Nia Jax returned to number 30. I know my good friend Chris Gocher, he probably got up doing the goddamn yes chants. Like, thank you very much, Alpha Academy. He probably jumped out of that gaming chair going crazy. Because he's a huge Nia Jax fan. So I know when her music hit, which, by the way, her music hit before the countdown 10-second clock started. I bet you he was, like, super excited. Now, on to the eliminations. D-Fab was the very first lady eliminated. Then it was Dana Brooke. Then it was Emma. Then Roxanne Perez was the 4th lady gone. Then Shayna Baszler. Natalya. Candice. Tegan Nox. Chelsea Green in 5 seconds. Io Sky and Dakota Kai got both eliminated back to back for Becky Lynch. Then Becky Lynch was eliminated. Then Bayley was eliminated. Then it was Xia Li. And then it was Tamina Snuka. I don't know how the hell Tamina Snuka lasted the 15th elimination. She should have been like one of the first 3 gone. But I guess luck of the draw for her, I guess. Then it was, bear with me here, Zoe Stark. She was the 16th one gone. Then it was Zelina Vega. Indy Hartwell was eliminated next. Then it was, oh, did I miss somebody? Bear with me here. I have it written down here. Who was the night? Oh, Nia Jax was the 19th person gone. When Nia Jax entered number 30, she was the 19th person gone, so there was 11 people still left. Then a lot of fast eliminations occurred right after that. Like, Lacey Evans went out. She was quickly followed by Sonya Deville, who was quickly... Then Michelle McCool was quickly eliminated. Then Chelsea Blackheart. Mia Yim. Piper Niven. She made it to the top 5. Top 6. She was gone. Then it was... Sorry there. Raquel Gonzalez. Then it was Nikki Cross. The final 3 winner was Asuka, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan. Asuka X-Day spray missed Liv Morgan in the face. She was aiming for Rhea Ripley. Now Rhea Ripley to knock Asuka off the ring apron. And then Rhea Ripley heard Corona Liv off of it. Rhea Ripley ended up winning the match at the number 1 entry. She survived against all Freddie Winham. She was in that match with Liv Morgan. They both tied it 1 hour and a minute long. Now I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat for this. Honestly, Rhea Ripley got the most eliminations. She had 7, but Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, honestly, they spent a majority of the match sitting on their asses in the corner. Now, Rhea Ripley did do some offense, but Liv Morgan hardly did anything. That was kind of disappointing. I would love to see Liv Morgan's 1 hour and a minute time in the Rumble match be more exciting than that. Bayley lasted 27 minutes. That was awesome for Bayley. Dakota Kai and Io Sky both lasted 22 minutes before they were eliminated from Becky Lynch. Zoe Starks of NXT made an impressive time limit of 26 minutes and 30 seconds. Asuka lasted 28 minutes. Piper Niven was in there for half an hour. That was awesome. Now for some exciting stuff to happen in the Women's Rumble. Liv Morgan hit one hell of a backbreaker on Rhea Ripley. That was cool. Dana Brooke, she came out dressed as and wearing all pink and that, kind of like when she was teaming up with Mandy Rose. I don't know if that was like a tribute to Mandy Rose who's been released in that, or she just decided to wear that costume. I don't know. When Bayley entered, Liv Morgan quickly hit Oblivion on her. And almost eliminated her within a few seconds. Then Bayley knocked her out with took her down for Bayley to belly, and then Liv just ran over, sat on a butt in a corner for a while. When Damage Control all was in the ring at once, everyone started ganging up on him, which was a smart thing to do, gang up on him, right? They started beating him well. Io Sky just ended that friends with a lot of drop kicks. She did a lot of drop kicks, knocking down Winham. Then Damage Control teamed up. They eliminated Dana Brooke, Tegan Nox, Candice, Emma, Shayna Baszler, and Natalya. That was an impressive resume of superstars. They eliminated to Jeter. They beat up Becky outside the ring, so technically they never eliminated Becky. She just slept outside the ring with a pillow for a little bit. Zoe Starks, she did some crazy moves. She did a springboard off the rope, spinning swanton drop. That was cool to pull that off. And then that springboard leg drop she did, when she flipped, that was cool as well. That was cool to see. Tegan Nox, when she got in, she was on fire. Repeated running forearms on people in opposite corners and hit the shittiest wizard on Zoe. I loved Asuka's new music and face paint. I always said that. I apologize. There was some fast eliminations there. When Becky clotheslined Dakota Kai and Io Sky off the top ropes to eliminate them, Bayley quickly eliminated Becky Lynch. Then Liv Morgan quickly eliminated Bayley. That was a cool sequence of events, I thought. Lacey Evans, for some reason, she targeted Zoe Sparks and Liv Morgan. And throughout that Rumble, that was the only 2 people she attacked for quite a while. That was cool. Nia Jax, when she came out, everyone stopped fighting and took right to Nia Jax. She just powed out, power slam on someone, a friggin' Falcon Arrow on somebody else, a jackhammer on somebody. She was just dominating, Nia Jax was. The Liv Morgan and Asuka quickly hit back-to-back codebreakers, stunning Nia. The Rhea Ripley freaking hit Riptide on Nia Jax, and everybody threw her out. It was 8 or 9 people that threw her over the top rope. So I bet you Chris Burns was sad for that part. I'm sorry, man. Nia Jax was gone. That was some of the coolest stuff that happened in the Women's Rumble match I liked. Now let's get on to the Men's Royal Rumble. Super happy Rhea Ripley won. I hope she doesn't go after Bianca Belair, which would be cool. I hope she goes after Charlotte Flair. I know it's risky because Charlotte Flair's protected and all that crap. But if you think about it, and Rhea Ripley said in the press conference I watched after the Royal Rumble ended there earlier this evening, she said that she has unfinished business with Charlotte Flair for beating her at WrestleMania, the first WrestleMania during COVID pandemic when there was no people in the audience. And And Rhea wants that revenge against Charlotte Flair. Now on to the mans. Number 1 was Walter. He drew number 1, followed up by Sheamus at number 2. The A-list of the Miz drew number 3. Kofi Kingston drew number 4. Johnny Gargano drew number 5, folks. He was cleared to compete. Xavier Woods drew number 6. Karrion Kross, whoopie-a-doo, drew number 7. Chad Gable drew number 8. McIntyre drew number 9. That was interesting. Santos Escobar drew number 10. There was Diego Dawkins. Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley had back-to-back entries. Baron Corbin entered number 14. I was pissed off. When Brock Lesnar entered at number 12, Lashley eliminated him easily after Brock eliminated 3 people. He eliminated Chad Gable, Santos Escobar, and Diego Dawkins. Then Lashley eliminated Brock. Brock attacked poor Baron Corbin outside the ring. Then Seth Rollins, who entered at number 15, tossed Corbin in the ring and then quickly clotheslined him over. That was sad. Corbin, that was disrespectful for Baron Corbin. That guy could have dominated the Royal Rumble match if he was not attacked by Brock Lesnar, who was a sore loser for getting eliminated by Bobby Lashley. Otis drew number 16. Rey Mysterio drew number 17, but he did not come out. And Dominic drew number 18. Then Dominic came out wearing Rey's mask. So, did Dominic attack Rey backstage? They never said nothing. Or did Karrion Kross attack Rey backstage because of that feud on SmackDown? One of those 2 people did that to Rey. They attacked him. Elias drew number 19. Finn Balor drew number 20. Houston's own Booker T drew number 21. And honestly, that was a waste of a Royal Rumble entry for Booker T because he came in, did a bookend, spin a Rooney, and the guy's ass tossed out. Damian Priest drew number 22. Montez Ford drew number 23. Edge returned at number 24. And he came in and eliminated Finn Balor, Damian Priest of Judgment Day quickly after Spears. He spit all 3 members of them. And then Finn Balor eliminated Edge, and Balor was already eliminated. Then Edge beat up Damian and Balor up on the stage. Entrance ramp way there. Then he left. Austin Theory drew number 25. Omos drew number 26. And Braun Strowman drew number 27. This was funny. When Omos came in, and then Braun Strowman came in, Braun Strowman tossed Omos over the rope. And he's like, there, get your big ass to the back. That was funny. I laughed so hard when he said that. And my dad as well. Ricochet drew number 28. Logan Paul was a surprise entry at number 29. That was his very first ever Royal Rumble match. And Cody Rhodes entered at number 30. Also, the very first Royal Rumble match was Santos Escobar and Karrion Kross. Everybody else is always competing in Royal Rumble. Now, the order of eliminations. The first one gone was The Miz. Well, he got bro kicked and his ass went out. The second one was Karrion Kross. Then it was Xavier Woods. Then it was Santos Escobar, Diego Dawkins, Chad Gable. Then it was Brock Lesnar. Then it was Kofi Kingston. When Kofi Kingston was the 8th one gone, he attempted to save himself by jumping on like one of those announce chairs that just happened to be positioned right there. Well, 2 years in a row, Kofi Kingston has screwed up. Last year, when he hit the barricade, he was supposed to hang on it like a spider, but his feet hit the floor, and you could tell, like, oh shit, it didn't work. Well, when I was watching it there, when he got tossed over the rope, he landed on the chair, the computer desk, I'm going to call it chair, but it tipped over, and both his feet hit the floor. Like, I don't know if it's the so much momentum of him getting tossed over that caused it to happen, or just the angle he landed on the chair, but you could tell he was disappointed because he tries to make some cool saves outside the ring to get back in just to quickly get eliminated afterwards, which if you think about what Portman is doing. Sorry I got off topic there. Oh, Baron Corbin was number 9, then Lashley was number 10. Otis was number 11. Number 12 was... Sorry, here, finding who the 12th man gone here was for you folks. Who the hell is not the 12th man gone? A lot of bodies went over the top rope. It's hard to keep track of the order Sorry, I don't have number 12 listed. I apologize. Well, Gargano was the 13th one gone. Oh, Elias was the 12th one. Got it right there. Elias, number 12. Then it was Booker T, Montez Ford, Damian Priest, Finn Balor. That's when Edge came in and quickly eliminated Judgment Day. 2 members of them. Dominic, no, it was Dominic, sorry. Number 18 was Edge. Adam, because Balor eliminated him right afterwards. 19 was Almas. Then number 20th man gone was Sheamus. Sheamus, a number 2, lasted the 20th lasted the 20th man being gone. That was a really good performance of Sheamus. The 21st man gone was Drew McIntyre. Then there was Dominic Mysterio, number 22. 23 was Braun Strowman. Then it was Ricochet at 24. He was the 4th one gone. 24th one gone. Then it was Austin Theory. Followed up by Seth Rollins. Logan Paul eliminated Seth Rollins. That was huge for Logan Paul. Then Logan Paul got eliminated quickly afterwards. The final 3 was Walter, Cody Rhodes, and Logan Paul. That was cool. Then Walter was the 28th man gone. Then it was Cody Rhodes the winner. Rey Mysterio, he never entered, so that kind of messed up the numbers. Now, Miz, when he entered, Walter just pummeled that poor guy with chops. Kobe got in. He had a double boom drop on the Miz and Walter. Then he almost eliminated Sheamus. Then he hit Trouble in SRS on Miz. Gargano, he just targeted the Miz. Slingshot DDT into the ring. Kicks to the back. Like, he targeted the Miz. And that was it for a bit. New Day double teamed the hell out of Johnny Gargano. Like, I don't know how many double team maneuvers to give that poor guy. Gable, when he came in, this was cool. He hit a throat chop. Then swoosh, hit the throat chop, swoosh. Thank you. That was awesome. Santos Escobar, to me, he did a lot of high flying moves, which is risky to do in a Royal Rumble match, but he pulled them off. And that top rope Falcon Arrow was amazing when he did that. That was awesome. And now, usually every man's Royal Rumble match, when a lot of bodies start piling up, a big name's going to come out and clean house, which was Brock Lesnar. When he made those 3 people there. Lashley, wow. The Almighty One, before eliminated Brock Lesnar, he speared Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus. He speared Walter almost out of his boots. Lashley was just on fire. That was awesome. Then he was gone. Poor guy. Otis looked like a deer lost the headlights at first. Like, he came in, just stood there like, who am I supposed to attack here? Then he went out to Johnny Gargano. World's Strongest Slam, splash to the corner. Then he backed up. I think he was supposed to do the caterpillar, and then he slowly walks over and then kicks him. Like, every Royal Rumble performance of Otis, he's like a deer lost in headlights. The poor guy don't know what to do in a big matchup like that. Same like when he was in the Elimination Chamber with Tucker of Heavy Machinery. He did not know what to do at all in that match. You could tell. Otis went for the Vader Bomb, which was stupid to do in a Royal Rumble match, and Drew McIntyre and Sheamus eliminated him. McIntyre and Sheamus, they started teaming up midway through this Royal Rumble match, and they started cleaning house. Like, I don't know how many people they eliminated. Honestly, I forget who they hit this move on. But, man, let me tell you, folks, Sheamus hit a bro kick, and Drew McIntyre at the same time hit the guy with the Claymore kick when he spun around. That was just freaking awesome. Sorry, I forget who it was they delivered it to. I apologize. Walter, man, whew, his back was all bruised up, cut up, and he kept fighting. That guy was like a machine. He just kept going and going and going, like the Energizer Bunny. That guy never once rested in the corner for a long period of time. He was just constantly fighting. That was awesome performance of Walter. Like, to me, honestly, Walter, to me, was this highlight of the Royal Rumble. His amazing performance at number 1. Wow. Logan Paul got in. He quickly almost got eliminated. Now, this was freaking awesome. Logan Paul and Ricochet was opposite sides of the rings. And they challenged each other to do a move. Well, these two guys, goddamn, bounced off the ropes. Like, I don't know how many feet ended up in the goddamn air and clotheslined each other. That was freaking goddamn awesome. And the fans of the Terrence were like, holy shit. Well, goddamn right, that was holy shit, folks. That was an amazing move moment right there. That was awesome. Cody Rhodes got in, and he just delivered a pedigree right on Seth Rollins. Then Seth Rollins pedigreed somebody. The final 4 was Seth Rollins, Walter, Cody Rhodes, Logan Paul. Now, it came down to Cody Rhodes and Walter. Let me tell you, folks, I honestly thought at first Walter was going to win it. Guys, he unloaded a chop fest on Cody. Cody came off the top rope for the Rhodes Cody cutter, and Rhodes just chopped him just like that, and that was it for Cody for a while. Walter delivered the powerbomb. When he picked him up, like, holy shit, Cody's gonna lose. But Cody hang on like a monkey on those ropes, man. Pulled himself back in. He almost eliminated Walter, kind of like the Shades when Chris Benoit eliminated the Big Show in the 2004 Royal Rumble when they were fine too. Like, Benoit applied like a sleeper hold and like just the momentum of like kind of pushing himself back into the ropes while the big guy was tipping over. But Walter held on. Cody finally hit the Cody cutter. Shattered Dreams in the corner. Crossroads. He finally got the big guy over the top rope to win it. Happy it was finally Cody Rhodes. Only thing I did not like, honestly, was Cody entering the number 30. I love to have seen more of Cody Rhodes in the Rumble, but hey, I'm happy he won it. It wasn't The Rock. I was nervous when it was getting down to like the 27 person. I'm like, holy shit, like, The Rock still could come out because of all the people listed, there was one person, which was Logan Paul. Like, everybody else was accounted for. Actually, I say that Riddick Moss was advertised. Sorry, I almost flipped backwards on my computer share here. He was advertised to be in the Royal Rumble match, but he never came out. So Booker T or Logan Paul took his slot. It was only explanation. Now, Walter lasted 1 hour and 11 minutes. He was 2 minutes shy of breaking Daniel Bryan's record of 1 hour and 12 minutes and so many seconds. But Walter, amazing job. Sheamus, man, whew. Sheamus also lasted quite a while as well. Johnny Gargano lasted half an hour. He did an amazing performance. I thought Johnny Gargano did. McIntyre lasted 39 minutes. Hey, I gotta say, him and Sheamus just started clicking like a team and cleaning house. Seth Rollins lasted 37 minutes, somewhat seconds. Dominic Mysterio lasted 25 minutes and 40-somewhat seconds. That was cool. Yeah, there you have it, folks. Definitely check out the Royal Rumble matches. I bet you'll be happy with the winners. There was no Rock, thank God. That was cool. To me, honestly, like I said, Walter impressed me the most in the Men's Royal Rumble. And the women's side, it had to be Zoe Sparks from NXT, followed up by Rhea Ripley's performance. I just wish her and Liv would have done more in the match, but hey, pickers can't be choosers, right? Now, I am curious. Cody can't choose who he's going to face. He's got to face Roman Reigns. But what if, like, Roman loses one of those titles before WrestleMania? Then Cody can choose. That'd be interesting, little wrench thrown in the wheel there, you know what I mean? If not, I really hope Cody ends Roman Reigns' streak at WrestleMania. I got a feeling, however, he ain't going to pull it off because Roman's got the numbers. All that's between now and then. The bloodline just falls to shit, which I hope happens. Stay safe, everybody. Let me know below who you were impressed with in the Royal Rumble matches, who you were not impressed with. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.